Dirt TV, the latest celebrity news. Today on The Dirt, our reporter Justin Hill catches up with Jay Sean. Exclusive.
You're watching Dirt TV, and joining us today is the lovely Jay Sean. Thank you so much for coming on.
What's up, man?
Now, you're in Australia for your Aussie tour.
Yes.
Tell us, what do you want people to feel when they hear your new song for the first time, if they might be seeing you while you're on your tour, if they hear it on the radio?
If they hear it on the radio or if they hear me sing it live?
Oh, let's go for radio.
Radio, for me, well, So High is it's an up-tempo record. It's fun. It's definitely a lot more clubby than anything I've ever done, because this one was produced by Afrojack, so of course it's king of the clubs.
You just dropped a name there.
Oh yeah, sorry. Afrojack, yeah, one of the biggest dance producers in the world.
Yeah, you know,
just in case you...
Nobody big at all.
Yeah, so...
And those people that hear it at your, when you're singing it live, like, what's the vibe? Is it similar?
It's funny, I sang it live for the first time in Japan last week, and the place erupted. It just went crazy. And the thing is, for me, for people who haven't come to my shows, what I like to do is I like to create an environment where where you leave feeling like you came to my house party.
Yeah, nice.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you literally partied with me. Not like, oh...
Not watching you,
I don't like that separation. For me, it's like, they're my fans. I don't look at them like... I look at them like my people. Like, we're together, we're in this room together, let's have a great time, you know?
Yeah, cool. That's a recipe for a good concert, I think. Now, you obviously performed on X Factor this week.
Yes.
You saw the contestants, they performed with you.
Yeah.
Who have you got your money on to win?
Do you know what? I don't know any of their names.
That's all right.
Properly.
Descriptions?
I know there's a couple of groups.
Yes. There's the Collective, which are the younger guys.
With all, who were dressed in black and white.
Yes.
I like those guys.
They're pretty cool.
Yeah,
they've got their stuff together. Considering that they were just thrown together, they're pretty much nice.
I like them. I like their vibe. I like their energy. When we were talking backstage, they were very polite, very respectful, and I just think, you know, they got the right vibe. I think for me, you need star quality too. You can sing, you can look good, but if you don't have charisma and charm, it doesn't necessarily translate.
You have swag.
You know what I'm saying?
Justin Bieber would say. Now, one thing I wanted to talk to you about. Oh, there goes my wallet.
Oh, down. Louis Vuitton.
Oh, it's on the ground.
Louis Vuitton there.
Now, one thing I wanted to talk to you about today was, please can you explain to us who Biscuit is?
Biscuit is, he's the best. He's the cutest little dog in the world, I think. I bought my grandma a little dog. And it's a teacup Pomeranian. It's only 12 weeks old. Yeah. And the cutest thing is, my grandma gave it the name because she saw it and she goes, and she's Punjabi, she's Indian, right? Yeah. So obviously I'm Indian. So she doesn't speak much English, but she said, she's like, oh my God, it's so cute. And she said, what is it? What kind of dog is it? I said, it's a teacup Pomeranian. She goes, teacup? And I said, that's just what they call it. And I was like, so you have to give it a name. She goes, Biscuit? Because she put teacup and biscuit.
Duncan. Yeah. Oh, that is so cute.
I was like, Biscuit it is.
Why not? And it looks like a cute little biscuit.
Isn't it so cute?
Oh, God, it's amazing.
Ridiculous.
Now, going back to X Factor for a second, you, I believe, partied with Mel B last night.
Yeah,
you were telling us this morning you were a bit naughty. Who's the bigger party, you or Mel B?
The reason we became friends is because we're both as nuts as each other.
Right.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we met, mum was 5 years, I don't know how many years ago, 4 years ago. And we were in Miami and we were just partying and having fun. I was like, she's just as nuts as me. And also, there's not many people in this industry, I think, who are as down to earth for the level of fame that they have.
Yes.
And she is that girl. She's like, you know, that's why we get on really well, is because she doesn't come with her airs and graces.
Yeah, I think that's why Aussies love her, because we all grew up watching her.
Awesome.
And she's
so we have a great time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, while you're here in Australia, did I read somewhere that you bumped into Hugh Jackman?
I didn't bump into him, but I saw, it was funny. We were at the X Factor Studios. It's next to a film studio or something.
I think Fox Studios.
Right.
Yeah.
So we were on our way in. I saw this guy with his shirt off with massive hair. I was like, looks like Wolverine. That's Wolverine. That's Wolverine. It was just really funny because I could tell. I was like, how Australia?
Yeah.
You would have thought, you know. And I was like, no, it can't be. And it of course was.
Yeah.
But I didn't say what's up.
You didn't go up and say hi? Or...
No, you know, yeah. I know what it's like. He might have been like, sorry, I'm in Wolverine mode.
He's not Batman.
I'm in character. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to mess him up. Like, he might be one of those sort of...
Yeah, right. So he's in character. He might have like...
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
you had to perform.
Just wanted to shake it.
Yeah, right. You don't want to shake his claw.
By that, he meant the Wolverine.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, just in case that's what you meant.
That in later. Speaking of that, brings me to my next question. Is there someone that you still get starstruck by? Being an international superstar yourself, is there someone that you have met and you just like...
Actually, when I met Beyonce, I was one of those mumbling idiots. But Jay-Z, Jay-Z's my favourite artist of all time.
Yeah.
But talking to him, I was fine. Because he's a dude and he was very, very gracious, very humble. We had a great conversation. And then he's like, yo, man, you want to meet B? And I was like, B for Beyonce? Yes, that would be love. That would be... There she is. Hi.
Wow.
Yeah, she's just so She's like... Takes your
so you're
breath
doing
away.
it now.
Yeah,
You
can't
speak
speak
properly.
But it was like one of those adverts like L'Oreal. She was like, and her hair. She's like, hi.
Oh wow!
I hear your songs on the radio all the time. Do you? Hi. Yeah,
there you go. See?
But more than anything, I think I'm not really starstruck. I get awestruck by talent, and that's the thing for me. It could be someone completely non-famous but amazing at what they do.
Yeah, right.
But I don't know, a gymnast. But I'm looking at them going, how are you so brilliant?
Yeah.
You know, that's the kind of thing that I get. That's what impresses me.
Right. Someone who's good at their craft.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Now you obviously have amazing style.
Thanks.
Do you pick out your own clothes? Do you have
Yes.
a lot of say in what you wear? And I noticed you tweeted about your shoes last night.
Yeah, I'm
They
a shoe
were
freak.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks.
So you do that yourself?
Yeah, of course. You know, we have stylists and stuff who are gonna, pick out stuff for us, especially for videos and stuff like that. But on a day-to-day, I mean, like, really, if I need someone to go, okay, you need to wear this with this and those shoes and that, and I'm like, that's something wrong if you can't dress yourself on a daily basis. So, I like to just pick up my own things.
Now, speaking about your videos, your latest one is spectacular.
So hi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And
thank you.
What's the process for that? Like with the time frame of, I know people put pictures in and storyboards and things like that. So how long does it take for someone to come to you and go, look, listen, we've got this amazing idea, and then all of a sudden you're on location filming it? Like how does that process work?
Well, it's funny because So High is the first video in my 10 years of making music videos that I didn't write the treatment for.
Oh really?
So I've done about 30 odd music videos, and in that time,
the other ones are heaps better than this one.
No, but this is very different because I was just like, okay, I always have a vision because I write all my songs. So then I imagine what the video is going to be. So for me, I'm like, okay, while I was writing it, this was the video. So then I'll go on, and for me, it's like a process where I talk to the director and tell them this is what I want. Then the director fine tunes it. I'm not saying it's all my idea. For me, it's so important who the director is. And Gil Green has been one of my favorite directors for a while, but he's the one who kind of makes all the big fancy plush videos, right? Like the big the helicopters and the cars and all that
wind
stuff.
machines.
But for this one, I wanted it to be really weird and left field, and I was like, you know what? I want to pick someone who does weird.
Yeah, right.
And we found this guy called Phil the God, and he makes short movies, and they're so weird that I was like, I'm gonna get this guy to do a music video for me.
Yeah, awesome.
And he was perfect for it.
And so your fans, they're called the Soldiers.
Yes.
If you could leave them a message now, your Aussie soldiers, what would it be?
Oh my God. Honestly, I think they should know how much love I have for them. The one thing I feel bad about always is that I'm not able to follow as many as I would want to and retweet and reply to as many as I want. And the ones that kill me is like, why do you hate me? I'm like, I don't hate you.
He's a busy man.
A little bit busy. It's a bit busy. So I just want to say thank you for all your love and for all your support. And I wouldn't be sitting here in Australia if it wasn't for you guys. So thank you so much.
Perfect. Now, we obviously like to get more messages across to your fans, to your family. You're obviously travelling a lot, and you were talking about your nana before. Do you miss your family while you're travelling around? And can we get a message to them for you?
Oh my God, that would be
know
lovely.
that they love our show.
Look, I'm in Australia. Mum, Dad, look, I did it. All the way to the other side of the world. Singing those songs. See, those silly songs got me somewhere.
Now, speaking of silly songs, is this correct that you were studying to be a doctor before you went into the music industry?
Yeah, I actually did medicine. I mean,
I'm feeling a bit sick, so no.
I did 2.5 years of med school. I did I cut up dead bodies. I did all of it. And so now obviously it's a very different. Yeah, for school. For school.
For fun.
Yeah, no, for school. And now obviously life's a bit different. But my parents my family have always been so amazingly supportive. It's so funny, like, even when I talk about, I mean, I was 12 years old and I was rapping and beatboxing and doing all this crazy stuff, and Mum and Dad couldn't understand, like, where this came from, because none of them are into music like that.
Right.
But they supported it. If I had a little show, they'd come and they'd be happy. They're like,
all
hey,
turned
our
out.
son, they were amazing. So when it came down to it, they were like, listen, we know you love this. Just give it you everything.
They're your number one fans, I imagine.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
They're the best.
We have something here on the Dirt called the Flirty 40. I'm going to give you a couple of questions and you're going to have to answer them as quick as you can. You've got about 40 seconds. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm not good at it.
All right, time starts now. Are there any celebrities... Oh, we already asked you that question. Let's go that again. Time starts now. What position do you sleep in the bed?
It's on my side. This side, specifically.
On your left side?
Yeah.
Excellent. What's your worst pickup line that you've ever heard and or used?
Oh, this is amazing. Can I say one girl came up to me the other day? It's not going to be a quick one, but
No.
it's a funny one. And she came up to me and she was like, we were in a club, and she's like, hi, could I get a photo with you? And I was like, sure. In my head, I'm thinking she might have recognized me. And I was like, she's like, thanks. And then I'm not just saying this, she's like, you're so good looking. I went, thank you. She's like, so what do you do? And I was like, oh wow, okay.
Did your jaw just go...
You just took a picture of me because you thought I was good. Oh, this is amazing.
Wow.
So now I'm like, oh, this is great. I was like, well, actually, you know, I'm in music. And then she's like, oh, really? She's like, what's your name? I said, Jay. She's like, oh, I like music. And I was like, that's good. She's like, yeah, I like Beyonce. I was like, oh, that's good. Jay Sean. I went,
Are you serious?
yeah. And I went, hi, nice to meet you. She's like, and then this is the best. She went, no. And I had to tell her. I was like, I'm sorry, babe. That
must have been the most
very
awkward
late.
thing ever.
If she's watching, I'm sorry.
Ew.
You were very cute though. I thought it was sweet. It was very sweet.
At least you didn't walk up and go, I'm all yours.
Oh,
So
that would have
that's
been
probably what I would
amazing.
have done. Who's your favourite One Direction band member?
I'm gonna have to say Zayn because I have another anecdote. I told you I'm not good at fast.
Yeah, it's fine.
So
we'll just edit you out later.
apparently, amazing. I love that. Zayn apparently, I went to his school 6 years ago and I had no idea that it was his school. But I was doing a talk and I said, any budding singers in here? This little kid put up his hand and I was like, you come up here. And that was the first time he ever sang on stage.
That's unreal. So
Yeah.
essentially, you kicked off Zayn's
No,
career.
I mean I don't want to.
That's
You know,
pretty much
no.
that's what he just said.
But you know he's so sweet. He tweeted me about it. He was like, I don't know if you remember me, but you pulled me up on stage, and I was like, yeah, I know you. You have more Twitter followers than me now.
Damn you, Zayn. Jay Sean, thank you so much for joining us here. on The
Pleasure.
Dirt.
Thanks, man.